Welcome, guys. Watch, subscribe, like, comment, and let's start with the question. Would you give me a reason to be a Kenyan or to be proud as a Kenyan? And why should I be proud to be a Kenyan? In 2022, people are still dying from hunger in our country. Watu wanakufa njaa mwaka wa 2022. Karne ya 21, in the 21st century, people are dying of hunger. We have brains to think, put the right people in leadership who can redeem the vision of this country, who can put the country on the track. And when the voiceless people speak, and they speak the truth because the majority does it like the truth, especially Kenyan, when you say the truth, you won't be hanged. You won't be crucified for speaking the truth. We have a big problem, and our problem is psychological problem that we never want to get tired on thinking. We don't spend time on thinking. We are brainwashed that we can work hard for a living, but we are not informed, or we are deprived of that privilege of working smart, working with brains, and we were shown and taught and trained to use more energy and work hard so that we can survive. We are trained, even our education system train our children on how to survive, how to serve the boss or the masters. So we were put in that line, and we have an opportunity in every 5 years to change that track, to change that route, and come to the route that God entitled us to be. That is through electing the people who will not think of themselves or not think of today, but think of added 200 and 1,000 years to come. Because we will remain fools. Either we unite, interview, interrogate, elect good people to move us from Egypt to Canaan through a long route of psychological liberation. Leave alone economical liberation. We need psychological liberation because we are captured through brainwash and what we are put through. Our education system was set to make us slaves. We are still slaves. People are brainwashed that we got independence, but we are still colonized. We are now fully colonized, psychologically captured, emotionally captured. We live a photocopy life. Like how the world is moving, I like the idea thinking of Andrew Kibe. You can watch Andrew Kibe, what he thinks. In 50 years to come, the electrical motor vehicles will be all over the world. They will be in use. They will be overtaking the modern one. Now, in Africa, we are competing that the leaders we elect are the leaders who are not thinking of tomorrow. They are thinking of today, how we are going to repair the roads, how they will build road for you, promises they will build the schools. Why are we not advancing the technology of training people? How future will look and how they will handle it. Even the science we are taught in Africa is a lie. There is a just and diluted science, because The science outside there is a science about discoveries. The science of the future discoveries and the preparations for the future. But here in Africa, we are competing for the 5th bob we are being given by the politicians. They give you 5th bob, they go there, take 4 years to regain their money or to get their money back, then they work for 1 year. Tell me, there is evidence everywhere. They work for only the last year so that to convince you to vote for them in the following year. So you forget that they have ran away from you for 4 years. You get the little thing, the 1 classroom, 1 kilometer of road they have done for the last 1 year, or the 1 year, last 1 year budget. You get overexcited, you forget they left you, they went away, and now you see them as one of you. Then you re-elect them, and the journey continues of suffering. Why are we suffering in this era of time? The petrol, which is a very rich natural resource, very demanded in the world, is in Turkana. But the people in Turkana are dying. You are seeing in news every day and in social media. People are being lifted from down. So, liona siku ingine mtu anasikwa mkono pande hii na hii inuliwa, amebaki mifupa Turkana, where there is petrol, crude oil, a free natural resource. It was deposited there by God, naturally given. Turkana should be giving Nairobi a relief food or support. The Turkana money should be, the Turkana people should be helping people in Nairobi, curbing them from suffering. But the opposite is happening. Why? And you are brainwashed and you believe 100% that our country is independent. Independent from where? There are some people in this country who deceive themselves, and they have no idea that we are being led by William Ruto as the president. My friend, you better open your eyes bigger. Fungua macho. Tumia jicho la tatu kama kunalo. Tumia akili kitaka kuraruka kama nguu iraruke bwana. So, when we say we are just a country of foolish people and we choose to be fools, not that we are fools, we choose to be fools. Huwa tunachagua kuwa wajinga. We are not born as fools. Then the people who want to remain on top, leading us and us worshipping them like semigons, that is what they like. But we should come and reason together as people, or perish together as fools. The time is now, not tomorrow. And this is the reason why I don't believe that education is the solution in life, but knowledge is. Knowledge is the solution, not the education. Because in our country, we have foolish degree and the masters, PhD holders, but they are just mere fools who cannot bring a solution even to a broken needle. So we have to think as a people. Think and think big to bring solution. Why do I say so? When you go to our universities, I was lucky to be there for 2 years. Things went south the way they went. What is being done there, it is the Satan recruiting our girls to become lesbian. It is the Satan recruiting our boys to become gays. That's what they are doing there. People are not concentrating in education. They are concentrating in admiring big cars, which they cannot acquire before even they start their life. They are thinking what is there, it is just immorality. There are girls who don't attend classes but they pass. through sleeping around with lecturers, boys becoming gays within gay lecturers and teachers. All they are after in life is shortcuts, simple things, achieve goal. Where will we bring the solutions to the society? If you get education and that education doesn't solve or bring the solutions to the problems in the society, then that is a waste of time, a waste of resources towards your education. If you want to know more about that, subscribe, follow, so that you can get more. Have a good time.